Hello guys, today I'll be showing you how to make a super simple, easy chicken soup. What you'll need is some cilantro, cut a whole tomato up, some onion, and some garlic. I will also be using a cube of this, squash, or zucchini I mean, sorry, and oregano. I will be using the baby potatoes because, like I said, it's a super easy, simple recipe. These you just kind of rinse them and put them in there. They cook fast. And then instead of using the big, long carrots, I'll be using baby carrots again. So you eliminate all the cutting and all that time that takes out. And then I will be using just half a cup of jasmine rice. Okay. And salt, of course. And then what I already did was I grabbed 3 chicken breasts and I removed all the fat and then just... Okay, so the next step is you put the chicken to cook with some water. So put your chicken and then just kind of fill up the pot just to cover the chicken enough. And then I put in the onion and the garlic. And I will, oh, and I also put the cube of this vegetable stuff. So, and salt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it boil and kind of let the chicken cook a little bit before I add the cilantro and the tomatoes, or the tomato. So while my chicken cooks, I cut up this zucchini. I rinsed some potatoes to add. And I have my carrots ready here. And I also got my rice ready. And the first thing you'll want to add is the rice. So once the chicken has cooked with the garlic, onion, and tomato, I will add my rice. And then I'll kind of add the carrots first, since they will take a little longer to cook. And then my potatoes. And lastly, the zucchini, which cooks, which cooks super fast. And you don't want it to get all mushy and nasty in it. So that's the last thing you'll add. But for now, I'm going to let the chicken cook, and then I'll show you guys step by step how I add all this stuff. Okay, now that your chicken has come up to a boil, you want to go ahead and take out the onion and the garlic, and then you go ahead and add the cilantro and the tomato, and you're going to go ahead and grab just a pinch of cilantro and oregano, and add it to the soup. And then again you will cover it and let it come up to a boil, and then you will add the rice. So if you guys can see, it's starting to boil. So now I'm gonna add my half cup of rice. Stir it in a little. I can already smell how delicious this is gonna be, guys. And I'm gonna let it boil for another good couple of minutes before I add all my veggies. My chicken has come to a boil with the rice, tomatoes, and cilantro. I will add a cup of baby carrots. And, let's see. It's looking so good, guys. And then I will add some potatoes. I probably won't add all of them, just because my kids aren't a huge fan of the potatoes. And then just kind of stir it around. Let's see, a couple more potatoes, just because I love potatoes in my soup. So again, I'm going to let it come to a boil with the potatoes and the carrots. And at this point, you can also taste it to make sure it got enough salt. Otherwise, just let it come to a boil. And once it does come to a boil, you will add the zucchini to it. And then you're going to let the boil, and then the caldo should be done. Once your chicken, once the potatoes and carrots and the chicken soup come to a boil, the last thing you're going to add is the zucchini. Ooh. And then again, just kind of stir it around. And then what you're going to do now, is let it come to a boil again. And then just make sure your potatoes and carrots are ready. And I would say about another 15 minutes. And that's it. There you have your delicious chicken soup, caldo de pollo. Thanks for watching, guys.